Welcome to Fat is Losing, my weight loss journal, where I share real lessons, struggles, and breakthroughs I'm experiencing as I learn how to lose weight in a way I can actually live with. If you're on this journey too, you're in the right place. This week I learned something about myself that I wasn't expecting. I had a plan, a good plan. In fact, I made the decision before I even left the house. I was meeting a friend for dinner, and I had already decided exactly what I was going to drink: club soda. And if I wanted alcohol, one shot of tequila. Simple. Decision made, or so I thought. I arrived early to our favorite Mexican restaurant. We call it The Spot. I grabbed a seat at the bar and started chatting with this woman that was sitting next to me. I immediately ordered my club soda. I felt so proud of myself. I felt so prepared. I felt in control, y'all. I was like on top of the world. Like, I got this stuff together. So then the lady next to me, she started telling me about the special she was having. Chicken tacos. It looked delicious. So then the bartender, she joined in on the conversation. You know how bartenders are always trying to upsell. The woman kept talking about the good special, how good the special was. And I'm gonna tell you, before I knew it, they had me ordering that fried chicken taco. Then my friend, she arrived, she walked in, she sits down at the bar, and she orders her favorite margarita. And I usually order it too, but not this time. So we chatted a little bit, but then when that bartender placed that margarita on the bar, and it was looking so inviting, something changed in me. Suddenly that plan didn't feel so quite as strong. This was the moment my plan met reality. And it wasn't really about the drink. No, it wasn't. It was about the conversation that I was starting to have with myself. You know, one margarita won't hurt. You've been doing so well. You can get back on track. Just start over tomorrow. It's just one night. I'm sure we all had that conversation before. See, what I didn't realize, or what I realized later, was that my problem wasn't that I didn't have a plan. My problem was that I didn't have a plan for temptation. I knew what I was going to do if everything went perfectly. But what I didn't think about was what I was going to do when I wanted something different. So I ordered the margarita. And I'm going to tell you, honestly, after 5 sips, I was so freaking disappointed in myself. But something different happened. When it came time for the second drink, and we always have the second drink, but I stopped. You know, normally I would have gone ahead and ordered that another margarita, but instead I ordered a shot. You know, the plan. And looking back, I think that's the real lesson. You see, for years I thought success meant following a perfect plan, but this week taught me something different. Sometimes, you know, success is simply making a better choice than you made last time. Now, did I follow my plan exactly? No. But I also didn't turn one decision into a night of decisions I would regret. Now, that's progress. And right now, I'm learning to celebrate progress. But let me tell y'all, the story didn't end there. Remember those tacos? Those tacos were so good that I ordered some to take home. Yes. And so the next day, I heated them up and I ate them again. And that's when I realized something. I had spent so much time planning what I was going to drink that I completely forgot to plan my food. Those tacos weren't on the list of healthy foods that I identified this week. They weren't foods that supported the type of life I'm trying to build for myself. And after eating them, I noticed I crave food. I crave more food like that, like junk food, fast food. So fast food was sounding good to me. That this happened today. The convenience sounded good. I started thinking about Taco Bell. No offense to Taco Bell, but I started thinking about Taco Bell. Should I go back to that Mexican restaurant and order something? So the cravings, they were back. And it reminded me of something that I've experienced before. See, when I eat poorly, I tend to crave more poor food choices. So one choice makes the next choice harder. So today, I could feel that happening. I wanted something quick, I wanted something easy, and none of it was helping me reach my goal. But this time, I made a different decision. Yeah, y'all, I went to the grocery store, I picked up some ground beef, some lettuce, some tomatoes, an avocado, and a small potato. All one ingredient food. So when I got home, I made myself a burger on lettuce. You cancel the bun and put it on some lettuce. I roasted me some potatoes. And I'm going to tell you something. It was so delicious and satisfying. It satisfied my craving, but it also supported the person I'm trying to become. So this week taught me that weight loss isn't won or lost in one meal. It's won and lost in the decisions we make after the meal. You see, the restaurant wasn't the problem. The margarita wasn't the problem. The tacos weren't the problem. The real question was, what was I going to do next? You see, we can always make mistakes, but what is our next move? And this week, I made a better choice than I would have made in the past. I would have just been going to get me a pint of ice cream. And I wouldn't have been baking no potatoes in the oven. I would have stopped at some of these places I'm not going to mention, but I would have stopped at some of these fast food places and got me some stuff, some really greasy, nasty, bad for you, but satisfying in that second stuff. So what I did, it's not perfection, but it's progress. And for me, that's a win. And that's what I'm learning on this journey. Not how to be perfect, but how to make better decisions, and make them more often. Because every week I discover another place where my old habits are still hiding. So this week, it was alcohol, it was food, and it was cravings. And next week, I'm going to take a closer look at the healthy foods I actually enjoy eating and how I'm building a food plan I can live with long terms. And I'm also going to start prepping because I'm starting to realize that sustainable weight loss isn't about finding the perfect diet. It's about creating a lifestyle that doesn't constantly feel like a diet. If you're on this journey too, I'd love for you to come along with me. And until then, keep making some good choices. See you next week.